In this video, we'll talk about access labels. So to import the labels from Salesforce to our LWC, we need to use the module @Salesforce/label. And the benefit of custom labels are the text value stored in Salesforce that can be translated into any language that Salesforce supports. And use custom label to create multilingual application that present information in a user's native language. So if you are changing your language in your org, so it will automatically change your text language that it supports. And the other benefit is like if you move your all static text to a custom label, and in your production if something fail or after deployment something fail, you can change directly in the Salesforce dashboard or Salesforce, right? You don't need to change again in your code, again you have to deploy and sort of. So that is also another benefit of custom labels. So approach is again same. You are importing your label from the @Salesforce label module, but here the catch is you need to define your label reference using namespace dot label name. So namespace for us, it's a C dot. So that you need to remember when you are using the custom labels. So let's go to the org and create the label first. So let's go to the setup and search for custom labels. In the quick search, we can type labels, and here you can see custom labels. And right now we don't have any, so we'll create one. The short description, I can say description 1, and as soon as I click outside, it automatically give me the name. And value, you can add anything. Right now I want something bigger. So if you have a static text, you can go to lipsum.com. So this website gives you a random text, so I can use some text from here. I can say loripsum some text, I can paste it here. You can type anything, okay, and just remember this name, okay, and save and new. I'm creating another label, description 2, and I'm putting some other text, some random text. You can put anything, okay, and just save. So we have created 2 labels. Okay, now I want to fetch this label to my LWC component. So first we need to create a component, and we'll create a component custom labels demo. So now my component is ready. I'll go and create a card, title custom label demo, and we want to import the labels, and we already know from @Salesforce/label module we can fetch the label. So we'll say first import description 1. This is alias, that's the reference, and I'm importing it from @Salesforce/label slash. Remember here we have to use the namespace, and our namespace is C dot our label name, that is label 1, and I say description 1 equal to description 1, and I'm storing in a property so that I can use it in the HTML. So I'll create a p tag and map that property, so it will pull down the label in the description 1, and I'm mapping the capital description 1 to my local property description 1, and it will render in the HTML. So let's quickly deploy this, and before this we need to change the meta file. I'll set the targets, and let's deploy this. So now the component is deployed. Let's go back to our page and edit the page, place our component. Our component name is custom label demo. I'll place it below internationalization component, save it, and let's go back. So the text is coming perfectly fine now, right? And now let's try with the another one. We'll import our second description. So that name was description 2, and I'll change it to 2 as well. Now if I have to map it again, I'll create another property, description 2, and map this. But likewise, if I have 10, I have to create 10 times, and every time I'm storing it a new property, right? So that's not an ideal approach. So what we usually do in real time, we'll create a property labels, and we'll create an object, and we'll say description 1 maps to description 1, description 2 maps to description 2. So likewise, we are creating only one property, and on the front end, I'm gonna say labels dot description 1, and then we'll say labels dot description 2. So this is a best practice, I would say. Okay, so always map your labels if it's more than one into a labels property and use it as an object. So let's deploy this and quickly see whether both labels are coming fine or not. It's deployed. Let's refresh the page, and now you can see our first label is this and second label is this. Now both are rendering properly and be able to fetch the custom label perfectly, and it's very easy, and it's always recommend to move your static text to the custom labels. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video.